Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a kind of first impression and demo on the new Wet n Wild foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and I picked up my color in the shade Golden Beige. These are $6. I picked mine up at Walgreens, but I know you can purchase them online, and I would assume any other place that you can normally purchase Wet n Wild, so probably like CVS and Target, but like I said, I found mine in Walgreens. So basically the claims for this foundation, it does claim to have a matte finish. It also says that it's goodbye to photo flashback. So there's not supposed to be any flashback. Basically it sells to help eliminate any white particles, you know, that might show up in any flash photography. So that's really cool. What else does it say? I think that's pretty much all it claims. I'll see what else I can find on the website and list the claims down below in the description bar. But I thought I would review this foundation for you guys, being that I do have oily / combo skin, and it is supposed to be like a matte foundation. So far, just based on first impressions, I am like very impressed with this foundation. The color match was perfect. The coverage was pretty good. I would say it's like medium to full coverage. And the finish is definitely matte. So I will go ahead and get into the demo for you guys, and I will be checking in with you later throughout the day just to let you know kind of how the foundation is wearing. But let's just go ahead and jump right into the demo. Alright guys, so I'm going to go in with the foundation. I'm using the shade Golden Beige. And I am going to do half of my face with my beauty blender and half with a brush. I've already primed my face. I used my Lancome Beige Pore Eraser. I always use a primer, so I figured it's no different with this foundation. I went ahead and primed my face like I normally would. I always like a pore minimizing primer just because I have large pores. But basically this foundation comes with like a cool little spatula. So I'm just going to try this out. I hope this color matches. It looks like it will, but let's see. And I've heard that this foundation dries pretty quickly, so I'm going to do half of my face at a time. It definitely dries fast because I can see some of the places where I dotted it on my face were a little bit harder to blend. So I'm just going to take a little bit more and I'm going to put it directly on my beauty blender and just put a little bit more coverage on my acne scarring. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and take it with my brush from there, just because I feel like dotting it all over my face left some like dry patches where it started to dry and settle. So I'm going to go in with the brush. So on the brush side, I feel like my pores actually look a little bit smaller on this side, which I was kind of surprised. I thought I was going to like the Beauty Blender better, but it didn't apply very well on my nose with the brush. So I'm going to have to go over that with the Beauty Blender. I feel like it kind of just took the product off. I always have such a hard time with foundations on my nose. So I feel like the coverage was pretty nice. The color match is really nice. I forgot to mention the brush that I was using was the Morphe M439 brush for my foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, so I finished my makeup and I must say that everything applied very nicely over top the foundation. I did set it with a little bit of translucent powder, just a very light layer, because I felt like it was a little bit tacky and I didn't want my bronzer to like skip when I was bronzing on my skin. So I did set it with a little bit of translucent powder, but overall I say that it's very nice. matches very nicely. I think it's like a good color match. It is a matte finish. It's fairly decent coverage. You know, it covered up a lot of my acne scarring. So far, I must say that I'm very impressed, being that this is a $6 foundation. So I will check in with you guys towards the end of the night because I'm going to a family event or party right now. So I'll check in with you guys and let you know how it wore. You know, being that I have oily skin, I'm curious to see how this holds up through the day. But I'll check back in with you guys soon. Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I've had the foundation on for about 4 hours exactly right now, and I just wanted to check in with you guys because I'm starting to get really oily in my T-zone. Usually the 4-hour mark is kind of like that point when I typically tend to start getting oily. Some more, or sometimes more than others, with depending on what foundation I'm wearing. So I thought I would check in with you guys because let me zoom in here. As you can see, I'm starting to get really oily, like all around here, and the foundation is actually looking very heavy and cakey. It's starting to break up around my nose. It's also starting to kind of like separate on any areas where I had like dry patches. So I thought I would show you guys. It's breaking up a lot up in this area as well. So I mean, normally at this point I usually have to use some blotting sheets or touch up with a little bit of translucent powder no matter what foundation I'm wearing. But you know, if it's a good foundation, usually I'll just get a little bit of oils peeking through. It's, you know, I usually expect a foundation not to start breaking up at this point. So I'm a little bit disappointed with this foundation because when I put it on, it was very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just blot my face and see how it looks after the oil sheet. So my face, you know, this is how my face looks after using the oil sheet. I mean, it doesn't look too bad from far right now, just looking at the viewfinder. But when I look up close, I feel like the foundation is definitely enhancing my pores. Like, my pores look huge in this area, like all around my nose, even on my forehead. And the foundation is still definitely like separated. And it almost like lifted in some areas when I used the oil blotting sheets. Like right here on my nose, there's like a patch that's missing. Like right here, it looks very heavy and cakey still. I have dry patches down here on my chin, and it's really clinging to those dry patches. So, I mean, kind of my final thoughts for this foundation is it may be better off for somebody with more normal skin. I mean, I felt like it looked beautiful when I first put it on, but I just don't like the way that it's wearing. I feel like it looks very heavy on the face. And I honestly don't think this would be a great foundation for somebody with dry skin, also just because it's clinging to my dry patches. And it's supposed to be, well, it is a matte foundation when you first put it on. So I had very high expectations and high hopes, I guess. Even when I first put the foundation on, I really liked the way it looked. I thought it had nice coverage, very flawless finish. It didn't really enhance my pores. I wouldn't say that it necessarily like made them look smaller or blurred them at all. And I did use a pore minimizing primer. But I liked the way that it looked when I first put it on. I thought it was a nice nice color as well, nice undertone. It had like a nice yellow undertone for my actual skin tone. But I just feel like it's not wearing very well. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I will wear this foundation again. I'll probably try it out another time just to see how it wears, but right now I just feel like it's making my skin look it's just cakey and heavy and enhancing kind of all of my blemishes, and I honestly feel like it's just kind of making me look a little aged. So that's kind of my final thoughts. Let me know if you guys have tried this foundation out, what you guys think. Otherwise, I hope this review was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, and I'll be sure to answer those for you guys. And I plan on doing a foundation review on the new NYX. I think it's like the Total Cover Drops or something like that. So that's going to be coming up, so stay tuned for that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the L'Oreal Total Cover. I actually purchased it. but I know there's a ton of reviews out there already, so let me know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. I'd be happy to do that as well. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching as always. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. That way you can catch my next video. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!